What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and welcome back to a game where I wanted to make a video on very specifically because of the fact that it just kind of went under the radar after the new Forza came out. I mean, they're not even like remotely the same. One of them is a track racer and the other one's an open world game, you know? Like, this was the game that I feel like should have taken over the open world racing genre, right? Like, this is the game that should have kind of replaced Horizon. But did it? I feel like it's a bit of a flop though, isn't it? I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. Is it a flop? I mean, I haven't heard or seen any videos about this anymore. I obviously haven't had the intention of coming back to this game for a little while, especially since, you know, the new Forza came out. But this is the thing, like, it's I honestly thought that it was just going to be a game that would hopefully replace Forza Horizon, because like I said, we've seen so many I'm being knocked all over the place. We've seen so many things about this game when it came out, and we were like, this could be very, very good, you know? Like, it looks good. I feel like the car selection is actually quite good, but I don't know, it kind of just feels like an extended Forza, or not extended Forza, like an extended, like, The Crew 2, weirdly enough. Am I wrong in saying that? It just doesn't feel like its own game, because it's mostly very similar. I mean, the driving physics are pretty much the exact same as in that game. The only thing that's different with this is obviously the map, right? The map is different here, so, I mean, oh my god. I mean, that kind of gives it like a bit of a something new to like play with, but apart from that, there's not really that many new things to experience in this game. That's probably why it feels like it's a little bit right? I mean, that's kind of the same reason why Forza Horizon 5 wasn't really the best of games when it came out, because everybody was like, I mean, this is cool and all, you know, the graphics are great, the new lighting system is very cool, but okay, the new lighting system is very good, but what am I stuck in? Okay, my bike just straight up just stopped. Right. And I'm not in last place, but my bike just straight up stopped here. I don't know what the deal is with that, but alright, nice and easy. Very easily distracted. I kind of want to win as well. Not win, I'm not going to win because I don't have my bikes and stuff like that all leveled up, so. Oh my god! Okay. Right. Anyway. But yeah, like I said, since Forza Motorsport came out, the Crew Motorfest kind of just, I don't know, did it like just fall off, or what the deal? I don't know what the deal with it was. It just didn't feel like a game that I wanted to come back and play, you know? I think the reason why I thought that this game would do really well is because obviously the only other competitor that Forza Horizon really had was the Crew 2 at the time, and the Crew 2 wasn't really in the same league as Forza Horizon. So the thing was that Forza Horizon had such better cars, such better physics, such better graphics, you know? And the Crew 2, which came out back in, I think, 2018, and this one doesn't seem as different to the Crew 2. So that's why I feel like people kind of just not drop this game, but well done. Not drop this game, but they kind of just put it to the side, you know what I mean? But yeah, the question that I have for you guys is, was this game a flop? Like, is it like a flop? Did people just give up on playing this game? Is that it? Like, I mean, they're gonna continuously update this game, and the one thing that I really liked about the Crew 2, which even though I guess I'm a Forza fanboy, I guess you can call me that, but one of the things about the Crew 2 was at the very beginning of the game, they just didn't update it a lot. Like, they just kind of left it alone. They didn't bring anything new out into the game, and it kind of fell off, right? And then they started updating the game. They started doing the weekly summit and all that sort of stuff, which ended up being a thing now in this game as well. But this game kind of feels like what Forza Horizon 5 is to Forza Horizon 4, right? That's why a lot of people that came from Forza Horizon 4 to 5, they all said the same thing. Like, this just feels like a Forza Horizon 4.5, right? And I see where that's coming from, because the game, like Forza Horizon 5, kind of feels like an updated graphics and lighting system and a different map compared to Forza Horizon 4. Other than that, that's it, right? There's not much difference. You still have the same festival playlist, the same events, same everything like that. It's all very similar to what we've had in Horizon 4. Which is why I think that this game is very similar to the way when Horizon 4 came out. Oh my god, this guy just put me out of the way. When Horizon 5 came out, what's happening? Oh my god. At least this is fast, so I don't really have to worry about anything. I'm actually kind of doing alright here. This is my first time doing this grand race, by the way. Well done, mate. But yeah, I honestly don't know. I don't know what to think of this game. I want it to do well. Obviously, the more games that we have to play, the better. You know, like it's just a simple concept. You know, like I want to be able to play Forza Motorsport as a track game, then I want to play this game as an open world racing game. But it just feels like I said, that it just kind of fell off, and it. How did I do that? I don't know how I managed to squeeze myself into 12th. What am I doing? Oh my god, what? And it's gone. Yeah. Back to 15. Make that 16. I have traction control on, and it's still really, oh my god, it's still really slidey. I forgot how you drive in this game. The driving physics, like I said, are a little bit off with this game. They're definitely better, I think, than the Crew 2, but they're still a little bit off and incredibly arcadey. Like they have their own like driving system, you know. I think Forza Horizon has a really good mix of what realistic driving should be like, but then of course sprinkled with a lot of, you know, arcade physics. But it still like feels like it's a much better experience driving that than driving in this game. And yeah, that's why I still enjoy the Forza series. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they had a chance with the Crew Motorfest to try and take down Horizon, or at least try and come close. Oh my god! At least try and come close to taking it down. But it just, I feel like it flopped. I feel like it flopped, bro. I cannot drive in this game at all. Also, that guy is dog. I knew he was gonna do it as well. I need to try and stay away from him before he takes me out. 30 seconds left. Jesus. So these guys are basically finished. 15th place. Oh my god, I've never done a grand race before. I wanted to do it now for the first time. Just to see what it's like. Yeah, man. I kind of... First of all, I kind of miss this game, but at the same time, I feel like there's not much to do on it. Apart from the summit that you have, and then doing the regular playlists, that, like, once you finish those, like, I mean, what else is there to do? I just feel like the game just is a little bit dead, you know? Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know what else to say about this. That's why I came to make this video and just ask you guys, is it a dead game? Is it dead? Do people play this game still? I mean, obviously they do, right? It's still a new game. That's why I'm surprised, right? Like, I don't see much about this game. Even though it's a brand new game still, like, it only came out like a couple months ago now. And we don't really have anything else to play apart from, well, Forza Horizon's dying, pretty much. I mean, that game's been out for like over 2 years now, or just about 2 years. So that's the other open world game that we have. See, the thing is though, the timing is different, right? Because this time around, instead of Forza releasing a game every year, right? So we'll have a Forza Motorsport and then a Forza Horizon game. it's now different, where we have a Forza Horizon game that hasn't been out in 2 years, and then we have a Forza Motorsport that hasn't been out since, what, like 2018 or something like that? Which now we have a new Motorsport, but like how long are we gonna have to wait now for a new Forza Horizon game, you know? So it's a little bit off-putting, it's a little bit different, and obviously we have to wait longer for games, but I mean, waiting longer for games I don't really mind if they continuously update it and we get new stuff. And like I said, apart from the summit that we have available, I mean, there's lots of activities to do here, right? Like we have the Japanese Toge event that we have here, and then the summit, which is here with the Japanese Toge event. Like there's things to do, right? But I just don't have the money to buy all these cars that we need to do all these summit events. But you do get different cars and stuff like that every time you complete it. But like I said, you need to buy all this. I don't have the money to buy it, you know? I need to buy this, and then I also need to buy the Evo, just like an Evo as well, that I think I have to buy as well. Yeah, this one here, the Drift Spec Evo, and this is like $500,000, and I don't have the money for it. And I need to really, really grind this game to be able to get anything, to be able to fully complete these. But apart from the weekly summit, which is, like I said, very similar to Forza Horizon's, you know, festival playlist, it's not really much else to do in this game. Like, is there any sort of like multiplayer scene that goes on in this? Apart from the Grand Race, I don't really see anything else to do with multiplayer here. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I think this is a good game if you want to sit down and play it for a couple of hours, like a week, right? But I don't think this is a game that I'd come back to every single day to play it. I mean, to be honest with you, most of the games nowadays are like that for me. Like, I can't sit down and play these, like multiple. These multiple games, there's so many games out now, I can't sit down and play these for 4 hours and hours on end every single day. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older and like my interests are different, or I have other things to do and stuff like that, but I don't know, it's just not the same. I think when Forza Horizon 5 first came out, I grinded the hell out of that game, and it's just not the same with this one, you know? I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed, a little bit sad. I don't know what this game did. Is it just because people don't like the driving physics, or is it because people don't like the car selection or the map, or what? I don't know what it is, but I genuinely feel like this game has kind of fallen off, and it's fallen off very quickly, unfortunately. Like I said, I want this game to do well. I want all these games to do well, because there's more content for me to make, and there's more things for me to enjoy, right? And it's the same with everybody else, right? Like they want to have a game that does well, and there's enjoyment coming out of it. But I don't know. Let me know. Do you guys still play this game? Do you guys think it's dead? I still think this is a much better release than Need for Speed Unbound, in my opinion. I think Need for Speed Unbound straight up died in the first week, unfortunately for that game. And I'll never be fooled again with Need for Speed. I mean, they've had multiple chances since Need for Speed 2015. They've had many chances to create a game where it's supposed to be very good and be competitive with all the other games, open world racing games, but it just isn't. I think Need for Speed is probably the biggest culprit, and yeah, like I said, apart from the weekly summit here, I don't think there's anything else to really do in this game, unfortunately. Need for Speed is much worse, because there's genuinely nothing to do in that game. You do the exact same thing. It's only the same thing. And like I said, even Forza Horizon 5 is a big culprit of that. After Forza Horizon 4, there's just not much going on over there, in terms of content. Like, you do get new cars added into the game, basically every week, with the festival playlists and other things and DLCs and stuff like that. For whatever reason, they've recently started to improve the game, which is crazy to me. Like, they could have done that so long ago. They added like the new drift cam and stuff like that. They're like adding more and more things into the game. That sounds so weird. But yeah, they're continuously adding new things into the game, like more and more stuff, and it's weird now after 2 years that they're starting to do that. But yeah, that was my little rant with this game, and I wanted to kind of just talk a little bit about the crew and ask you guys your opinions on it. Do you guys think it's dead? Well, that's it. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel on this game or other games, definitely let me know down in the comments below, and of course subscribe to the channel if you're new. But for now, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.